Hey there! So, have you ever thought about learning a little bit of Arabic? Maybe you've wanted to just dip your toes in but weren't quite sure where to begin? Well, you've come to the perfect place.
Okay, be honest. Does the idea of learning a new language seem kind of tough, especially Arabic with a whole new alphabet and everything? Yeah, it can feel a little intimidating, for sure. And you're not alone in thinking that. But what if I told you we could build your first real Arabic sentences, like right now in under 5 minutes? Seriously, stick around because that's exactly what we're going to do.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll name some places and things. Then, we'll add actions and people. After that, we'll put it all together to build our first sentences. And finally, we'll do a quick drill to make it all stick. Sounds easy enough, right? Let's dive in.
All right, Section 1, naming places and things. Think of these as your very first building blocks. We got to start with the basics, right? Let's learn a couple of really common words.
Okay, first up, we have mat'am. Go ahead and say it with me, mat'am. One more time, mat'am. And that just means restaurant. See? Simple. And next up, we have sayara. Let's try that one. Sayara. That means car. So now we've got a restaurant, mat'am, and a car. Sayara. Awesome. Okay, but what if we want to describe those things? Well, for that, we need describing words, adjectives. Let's grab 3 really useful ones. We've got kabir, which means big, qarib, for near, and jadid, which is new. Keep those in your back pocket. We're going to use them in just a second. Okay, Section 2, adding actions and people. We've got our things. Now let's make them do something. This is where it gets fun. Here's our first action word, our first verb. It's yakol. It means he is eating. Yakol. Now we can actually start telling a story. So who's doing the eating? We need some people words, right? So we have huwa for he and nahnu for we. We also have these really useful pointer words for this, hada and hadihi. Now you might be asking, why are there 2? Well, it's because Arabic nouns have gender, masculine or feminine. But don't worry about that right now. It's way easier than it sounds, and you'll see how it works in a moment. And here we go, Section 3, building your first sentences. This is the moment we've been working towards. We've got all our little building blocks. Now let's snap them together and see what we can make. Check out how easy this first one is. We'll start with our noun, mat'am, for restaurant. To say the restaurant, we just pop all on the front, so it becomes al-mat'am. Then we just add our describing word, qarib, which means near. And here's the really cool part. You don't even need a word for is. In Arabic, you just put the 2 words together. And just like that, al-mat'am qarib. The restaurant is near. You did it. That's your first complete sentence in Arabic. How awesome is that? Okay, let's do another one. Remember that hada and hadihi thing for this? Well, sayara, our word for car, is feminine, so we need to use hadihi, and the describing word has to match. So kabir, big, becomes kabira. So you take the pointer, add the noun, and then the adjective. And you get hadihi sayyaratun kabira. This is a big car. Are you starting to see how it works? It's like a puzzle. You're already starting to get a feel for how Arabic sentences are built. All right, last one, let's build a sentence with some action in it. We'll start with our person, kuwa, which is he. Then the action, yakul, he is eating. And what's he eating? We'll say al-ta'am, which means the food. Put it all together and bam, he is eating the food. Look at that, a full sentence with a person, an action, and an object. You're practically a natural at this. Okay, you've done the heavy lifting. Now for Section 4, time for a drill. Let's do a super quick review just to lock all this new stuff into your brain. Ready? First question, how do you say the restaurant is near? Think back, what were those 2 words we put together? You know this one. Yes, that's it. Al-mat'am qarib. Perfect. Let's try one more. Okay, what about this is a big car? Remember, it had 3 parts. The pointer, the thing, and the describing word. What was it? You got it! Hadihi sayyara kabira. You absolutely nailed it. See? I told you it wasn't going to be that hard. Let's just take a second here. You just learned over 8 new words in Arabic. But way more important than that, you learned how to actually use them. You're not just memorizing a list, you're making sentences. Think about it. In just the last few minutes, you proved to yourself that you can take these little pieces of the Arabic language and build real, actual sentences. That is a huge first step. So the only real question now is, what are you going to learn next?